All right. Count me down. 3, 2, 1. Give me
3, 4, 1.
All right. Hey, welcome back, Amateur Hour Sports Talk fans. Hey, just give you a quick update on our own personal picks for the NFL playoffs. Unfortunately, we have one solo person in first place, and it is not me. It is Bunker Brown over here.
Hey,
he is 7-3.
I'm just
this past weekend.
Genius.
And tied in second, we got my boy Triple C and myself, 6-4. Big Daddy, 5-5, pulling that 500 train, and well, that Rams pick didn't work out for you too well, did it, there, bro?
It's honest work out.
Yep. All right, we got 4 and 6 over here for Sweet Rob.
It's honest work.
Hey, first game starting off the NFC Conference Championship. We got 3:05 p.m. The Bucs playing the Packers in Lambeau. Tampa Bay has already beaten Green Bay this year. They beat them in October,
easily,
38-10. Hey, you say easily, but at the same time, it was one of the worst games for Green Bay. It was actually the worst game for Green Bay all year. So they put it back together since then. What do y'all think? What's going to happen this weekend?
Well, one dream matchup, Rodgers, Brady, NFC Championship game. I think Rodgers has more to lose than Brady does.
Yes.
Absolutely a lot more to lose. You got, I think, 2 very complete teams, and I'll be the first to admit, also, I was wrong when Brady went to the Bucs. I said 8-8, 9-7. I think I told you that before this podcast was even a thing.
What would I tell you?
You were right. Seems to be a trend. Me being wrong, you being right.
That top block is back.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
I think this is an exciting matchup in Lambeau, cold weather. We'll see. I think the Packers need to do what they did against the Rams. They need to run the ball. They need to win the time. I think whoever wins the time possession wins the game.
I agree with that. Hey, the first meeting, bottom line, Rodgers had 2 interceptions, 0 touchdowns. Brady had 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, but both only threw for 160 yards. I think the big difference was that Jones carried for 113 yards and 2 touchdowns, but you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that was a big. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah. And Rodgers was sacked for 5 times. 5 times. Green Bay had 6 penalties, 76 yards. You know, Brady had 0 and 0. Like, they had 0 interceptions, 0 touchdowns. What does that say now, though? Like, where we're at now, what does that say?
I think it's going to come down to the running game with Green Bay.
I do too.
Mm-hmm. They have to establish that running game because if you allow those linebackers for Tampa Bay to start getting into action, because Green Bay, they do a lot of play action, a lot of drop, short passing to the tight end, and if they can't get that going, it's gonna be a hard game. And those linebackers, that's what they do. Those guys can get from east to west, north and south extremely fast. And I'm pretty sure they can cover wide receivers if they need to.
And who's the other running back for Tampa Bay? Not Fournette.
Williams.
But I think he's hurt. He's hurt.
No, guys.
No.
Jones Jr.
Jones Jr. So
I'm
he's the
thinking
one that
that.
had 113 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Excuse me, not Aaron Jones, but that Jones
So
Jr.
what you guys are saying? What you guys are saying is spot on. The 2 keys for me is what you said, Daddy, is Green Bay establishing a running game. I think that's a huge key. The other key is going to be how legit is Green Bay's defense. Because Tampa Bay is not the Rams.
Yeah,
they're not the Rams.
No.
And they're going to come to play, and Tom Brady's going to do his thing. And Green Bay's defense looks good on paper. They're not a bad defense. It's, can they limit Brady enough to win the game? That's going to be the key for me. is
So,
Packers
Who are the
defense.
Buccaneers cornerbacks? Who's covering Devontae Adams?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't. I mean, it really doesn't. But here's the thing: if it's going to be a shootout game, I don't know that
But-
a shootout works in Rodgers' favor.
So
I
here's,
don't.
here's the thing. I don't think it's going to be a shootout, and the reason I say that is because Green Bay already lost to them, and they lost bad. Let's not over exaggerate it or let's not underplay it whatsoever. They lost bad, but it was a horrible game by Green Bay. Penalties, sacks given up. Rodgers had a horrific game, but since then, Rodgers has not thrown interceptions. Last week, Tampa Bay won because of turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
They won 100% because of turnovers. Rodgers has not given up that many turnovers, since that game. He had 2 interceptions. Got it. So I think that takes that dynamic. But at the same time, Tampa Bay isn't the same team that they were on, let's face it, October 18th when they played.
It was week 3, I think.
Yeah, it was a completely different team. You know what I mean? Like, the other thing I want to take a look at is they're calling for 26 degrees at kickoff, 50% chance of snow. I've heard all over the radio and all over sports talk, cold favors lamp. Bro, you got TB12 who played in
He played in New England.
He played in New England for how many years? Like,
Yeah, that
that doesn't bother him, but does it bother the rest of his team? And or does it help that your quarterback and your leader is not fazed by snow or cold weather? Like, does that tell him, does that tell the rest of the team, like, hey, we got a leader, he's not fazed by it, we should be fazed by it? What do you think, Brown?
I don't know. I don't like. I don't. If we got to pick these, right? We got to pick them this week.
Well, I mean, we're going
I
to.
did,
Yeah,
we have to.
Yeah, no. So
Right
yeah, we're going to pick them.
the
Absolutely.
fact that what we're all talking about right now, I don't even want to pick either game because I just think it's going to be like too close to
It's
call.
a shootout in both games. I really do.
I do think that the real test is going to be Cam Brady and the Bucs offense doing anything against Green Bay's defense because I don't think their defense is that good. Like we said, this isn't the Rams offense, so I think that'll be the real key factor. But I mean, as far as Green Bay's offense, Devontae Adams is going to do what he does. I mean, ain't nobody in the NFL going to stop that man. So and Rodgers, he's playing like a freak right now.
But see, a key person that's gonna for Green Bay to win, who's got to play really well is that Tunyon, that tight end
The
that he's
tight
been
end.
throwing
Robert
to.
Tonyan.
But here's the thing: if White's on him, I don't know that he has a big game. I'm serious.
What about Davis?
David too. I mean, both
Both
of them.
of them,
Either
those
They're
guys,
linebacker,
legit.
they're both really good.
They're both
Those
great
line-
coverage.
Nah.
And don't they still got that Barrett?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they are. Legit.
Oh, he's leaving next year.
I think that's a key matchup. but
They're gonna lose him.
I think it may be equivalent or even maybe a bigger matchup is Aaron Jones. Can he run the ball? He didn't do it in the first game. He did not do it at all in the first game. But different team. Now we're in the playoffs. You're at home. This game was played in Tampa, by the way. The one that they won, 38 or 38-10.
Yeah.
Now they're at home. Now they got a crowd behind them. Different. I mean, we didn't think Aaron Jones was going to be able to run against the Rams, and he did.
Well,
He did.
it looks like everybody's being shy, so I'll just start it off. I'm going Bucks.
I'm going
Okay.
Green Bay.
Okay.
All right. So we got Triple C with the Bucks.
I'm going
Daddy
Bucks.
with Green Bay.
I'm going Bucks by a touchdown.
Brownie Brown, what you got, bro?
Uh,
Hey, remember last week you said I don't bet against Tom Brady. I don't bet against Aaron Rodgers. Well, now you got to fucking bet against one of them.
Yeah, I know. And I got a hedge. My wife's gonna hate me because she's a loyal Green Bay fan, but I'm going with the Bucs. I don't bet against Tom Brady in the playoffs.
All right.
I wouldn't be surprised if they don't win though. But I'm gonna go with the Bucs. Just
Bro, you gotta pick one. Like y'all
that's what
told
I'm
me.
saying.
You gotta pick one.
I'm saying the Bucs. Wouldn't be shocked either way.
What you got, Sweet Robbery?
Green Bay Packers, they come in, they run the ball well, they control the clock, they get a lead, and they can, like I said, take control of the game, and they come out with a win.
We're good. Bucks are winning.
Aaron Rodgers' legacy
Yeah.
is
Whoever he picks
Green
loses.
Bay, we're good.
Aaron Rodgers' legacy takes a little step up.
Hey, man.
Hey, what'd you
How?
just say? So they come in, run the ball well, and set the tempo.
The
develop a lead?
episode will be posted. You can watch it.
Hey,
Nice.
you know what's going to happen? Hey, Mr. Brady, excuse me, we're down 14 points with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You know what Tom Brady's going to say? Hold my fucking beer.
Yeah, hold my
Hold my
beer.
fucking beer.
I don't see.
Hey.
I don't see that shit happening.
Hey,
There's no way Aaron Rodgers is gonna come to this game on Saturday. It's Saturday.
no,
No, it's Sunday.
No, it's
Sunday.
Oh,
Both of them
Sunday?
are on Sunday.
Yeah, it's Sunday.
It's the first one.
Both are
I-
Sunday.
I don't see Aaron Rodgers. There's no way Aaron Rodgers is gonna say, "I'm about to lose to Brady after this guy just dominated the AFC." I don't see that happening.
Well, I think Brady's going to be able to play more loose because, I mean, he's already got multiple Super Bowls. He has all the accolades.
Well, I
It's not
think
like he
Drew-
has to win this game.
I think Drew Brees said last week, I can't let Tom Brady just come in here and dominate me.
Time out.
He probably did. He
Time
probably
out.
did.
Hey, to your point, I think Brady has more to prove because he needs to prove that he can do it without Bill Belichick.
No,
No,
he needs to-
Tom
I disagree.
Brady
Excuse me.
doesn't have
This is
more-
my take. This
Tom
is not your
Brady
take.
does not.
This is
I'm
my take.
disputing that take.
This is my take.
No, that's
He-
You
no.
can dispute that in your last 2 minutes
No,
if you want.
I'll dispute
This
it right
is
here
my
during
take.
the segment.
You can't dispute what I'm saying because this is my take. You guys
All right,
got your
well,
picks. You
once
got
you-
your chance.
Once you're done with your
This
take,
is
we'll flip
this
it
is
back
my
over
chance.
here.
I'll flip it back to you.
Hey,
It's not
don't-
going to matter
hey.
because it's going to be bullshit. But my point
Hey,
is
that's
that Tom Brady needs to prove that he can't win without Bill Belichick's mind and his game planning. Tom Brady has more to prove than you fellas think.
Tom Brady's
Okay.
already proved
But don't you
that.
think
I'm
he's
sorry.
already proved it
I'm
by
not done
getting-
yet. I'm still not done yet.
He's not done yet.
I'm still not done yet.
Okay, he's not done yet.
Okay? Now,
Last week here gets a ref shirt.
Green Bay defense. hey, you guys wanted to have the ref shirt because people kept stepping on each other? Well, motherfucker, I'm the ref. Here we go. Green Bay defense gave up significantly fewer yards this year per game. Okay? Bottom line, Aaron Rodgers has something to prove all year. He's done it. He will beat Tom Brady this weekend in Lambeau.
Okay.
Now, Tom Brady definitely has something to prove because he's been in Bill Belichick's shadow. Now he is the GOAT, but so is Bill Belichick. Name me a coach that's not the or that's the GOAT over Bill Belichick. Are they the GOAT and the GOAT? So now
Andy
he
Reid.
wants to no.
Eagles, let him go.
So you want to prove that you are not in Bill Belichick's shadow. You can do it on your own. You can do it with a team that was nothing last year, and you turn them into something. This is
Whoa,
what Tom Brady's
whoa.
legacy is.
Are you serious?
Did the Tampa Bay Buccaneers go to the playoffs in the last 5 years?
I get it.
No, they did not.
He walked into a team that had all the pieces to the puzzle. All they needed.
All they needed was the greatest quarterback in the world. Oh, wait,
What do you
they
mean
already
they
had
had-
it, which is Jameis Winston, who you think is the second coming in fucking New Orleans.
That's not what I
So
said.
you want to talk about that, man?
That's not what I said.
But that's what you said. Don't slouch on Jameis Winston. You thought he was the
And
greatest
this is
co-
also-
Jesus
coming.
Jameis.
And this is also the guy he walked into and everything. How many times has he talked about the Buccaneers' offensive line this year? And they don't have.
they don't have an offensive line.
They don't.
Oh, Saints are the
They
best.
don't.
have an offensive
So,
line.
Like I
don't.
said,
Wait till Cameron
Tom
Jordan
Brady-
gets a hold of that offensive
like I said,
line.
Tom Brady has something to prove, and I think he's got even more to prove, but he's not going to do it.
I'm just
Aaron
messing with
Rodgers
you,
is going to win.
I know you are. I ain't worried
But
about
what
that.
did-
Go ahead, sweet Robbery. Tell us why Tom Brady doesn't have anything to prove.
I don't want to talk anymore.
Oh,
But what
No,
does Aaron?
Look, Aaron
that's
Aaron
typical.
Rodgers has so much more to prove than Tom Brady.
Like
It's
what?
not even a question.
He does.
What
Like
do
what?
you mean? This man's legacy has been in question for the last they won the Super Bowl in 2011?
11, yeah.
11, right?
well, 10, 11, yeah.
So every fucking sports talk, all they say, all you hear is Aaron Rodgers is supposed to be the great one, the GOAT. There's supposed to be an argument here.
There's
Whereas
never
Tom
been
Brady-
anybody
yes.
that's called Aaron Rodgers the GOAT.
Nah, that's
Nobody.
actually
Nobody has ever called him the
several
GOAT.
people put him in the
Outside
same
of Green Bay.
conversation as Tom Brady.
And honestly, they don't even think he's the GOAT over
So-
Brett Favre in Green Bay.
So
Go ahead.
several talk shows have said it. If you want, I'll make sure I throw it in this little clip. I don't know. Anyway, besides the point, Tom Brady going up against, or Aaron Rodgers going up against Tom Brady, and they've been compared for the last few years. He's got so much more of a chip on his shoulder. Tom Brady's already got the 6 rings.
Yep.
He's already got them. Aaron Rodgers has 1. And he's trying to cement his legacy as, a top 10, top 5 quarterback of all time?
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to do this weekend.
Yeah.
And it comes down to
Brady
Aaron
or
Rodgers.
Rodgers.
It comes down
Yeah.
this week. Aaron Rodgers is going into his home stadium with the chip on his shoulder that he is going to cement his legacy as a top 5 quarterback all time.
Yeah.
That's what's
I
happening.
don't
So
see.
you're
I don't
telling
see
I
me
just
him
don't think
losing,
he's
bro.
going to do it.
So you're telling me that if Brady doesn't beat Rodgers this weekend, there will be nobody saying if Brady wins, nobody's going to say He finally won one without Belichick. He is undisputably in cement the GOAT.
No, because
of
I think
all
everybody
time.
already thinks that. Everybody already thinks
Everybody's
that.
they're gonna say that
But
regardless.
I think that they're co-goats. I really do. When you put them side by side, you got a coach and you got a quarterback. They want them together. But when Brady wins one by himself, or if he does, and hey, let's see if he does. My point is that if he does, he cements himself as the GOAT of all of the entire NFL.
I just think he already is.
He already is.
Yeah, I don't
So
think
Belichick's not the GOAT.
I'm with Rob.
So
on
Brady wins 6 rings without Belichick.
this. I don't know that he wins 6 without him. But
Oh, so then you can't say he's the GOAT without Belichick.
well, no. Well, we could say the same thing.
It's what if. You
I
go what
also
if.
agree
It's a
that
what if.
Belichick doesn't win 6 rings without
think
Brady.
Brady-
I
correct.
100% agree.
Correct.
Brady's
My-
already proven he don't need Belichick. He's in the NFC Championship.
That's what I'm.
game.
That's my point. I'm with.
He's
I'm with
already
Rob.
he's
But
already on the
can he finish
doorstep.
it? But can he finish it?
Belichick couldn't even get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Well, so
No,
question
that's-
for you guys.
Okay, so
so
you're saying that Cam Newton is the
Trash.
equivalent of Tom Brady.
So if Belichick don't have Tom Brady, is what you're saying. If he doesn't have a Tom Brady like quarterback, he ain't gonna get to the playoffs. That's what you just said.
Okay, all right.
Fair point.
So question
That's
for you
fair
guys
point.
real quick. So everybody's saying that Rodgers has more to lose. But what does it actually mean anything if Rodgers beats Brady this weekend? Yeah, I
I
mean,
think
he's
it does.
he's
It
a
does.
43-year-old
It absolutely
quarterback
does.
that's aging and digressing. Does it
You,
really
you
mean
know
something?
the age.
Yes.
You know the age is not coming into factor
No.
in this conversation. Look at the season he had. Look at the stats he put up.
He probably had
That's-
arguably his best season ever. At
The only
43 years
reason
old now.
people are saying stuff like that is because he is solidified himself as a GOAT.
So
Tom Brady's a GOAT. Everybody knows. It's
Yes.
like, we'll talk about it later. It's like if you get a win over Conor McGregor, everybody knows that is probably one of the biggest deals in the UFC.
Sure.
How many-
If you get a win over Tom Brady in a
DP
championship
getting it,
game,
baby.
that's a big
DP
deal.
getting it this
Why,
week.
why do you
Hey.
think that people talk
Yeah.
about Eli Manning being a Hall of Famer? Because he beat
He-
Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl. That's the
I
only
mean,
reason.
I think Eli Manning cemented that when he won 2
And that was
rings.
also
and yeah, I got you. They
in
were
his
both
prime.
over Brady, but at the same time,
We ain't gonna drag Eli into this. Eli got his Super Bowls. Let him be.
The Giants
You're
defense
taking it
got
way
him.
out of context.
What
You
the
need to
hell
pay
is he
attention to
talking
the
about?
context
Oh my
there,
God.
bro. So, my question is,
Austin
I
Newman
agree
Mira.
with you. Rodgers does.
Justin Tuck. Thank you.
Rodgers does
Thank
cement
you.
that into, he
Eli,
cements him into a
pass.
top 4 or top 5 quarterback
Hicks.
Right.
Head.
of all time.
One
If he
hand.
does, but he's got to finish it.
Ty Lawson.
He's got to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
If he doesn't win the
Ronnie
Super Bowl,
Harrison.
it negates it
So
all.
it's not-
I don't
it's
care if
not-
he beats Brady.
It's
Was it
not him
Harrison?
beating Brady. It's him winning a Super Bowl.
He needs 2 rings.
In order to win a Super Bowl, he needs to beat
Yes.
Brady.
I think Rodgers, in
So-
order to be in the
He
top,
needs to beat the GOAT in the NFC Championship to get to the Super Bowl.
Here's the thing.
But he's going to beat the GOAT
he
with
beat
less
Brady.
weapons.
Does he really? Is he really gonna beat Patrick Mahomes?
Who's
Who's
gonna beat the GOAT
We're
with less
talking.
weapons?
We're talking about the NFC Championship right now. You're telling me that the Green Bay Packers have the same amount of weapons as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
No.
Are you fucking high?
No.
Wait, I don't even know what you're saying.
That's
I'm
what I
confused.
said.
You're getting off track.
Aaron
I'm lost.
Rodgers, if he does win, is going to beat Tom Brady with far inferior weapons.
I would agree.
He's got Devontae Adams. He's got Aaron Jones.
and Tunyon. Don't.
And
Tunyon's balling.
but now,
And that Lazard's pretty good too.
he should have caught
Lazard's
that
not
pass.
bad.
My man dropped 4
Yeah,
passes
he dropped
before
4
he catches one.
Okay, but
My bottom line
I'm
is,
with you, Lazard. I see you. I see
Hey,
you out there.
when you look at Tampa Bay's offense and you look at Green Bay's offense, there's no comparison. Tampa Bay should be blowing everybody out. Green Bay is only blowing people out because of Aaron Rodgers.
Chris Godwin's been dropping a lot of passes too. Just saying.
So then
In
there's
the
even more
playoffs.
weight on Aaron Rodgers
In the
to perform
playoffs.
well.
So you had a long soliloquy in the beginning.
Go
That's,
ahead.
thank God is over. But are you picking the Packers?
I already did.
Back
Okay.
to it.
So you
I
picked the
already did
Packers.
pick the
I think he did pick.
I forgot.
I think you guys all need to pay attention more.
I think